Hello dear student, welcome to online lecture series. This is Dr. Ramnath Andare, Assistant Professor in Department of Zoology, KRT Art, BH Commerce and AM Science, well-known KTHM College Nasik. Today we deals with the first year BSc class, semester 2nd. We start the discuss about zoology paper first, animal diversity part 2. In that, we initiate the chapter number 3, phylum Arthropoda. Today, we discuss about the topic classification of phylum Arthropoda. Before this, initiate the today's session, I just suggest you the prerequisites read. In that, the one of the reference book, Invertebrates. This book written by Dr. R.L. Kotpal. And in this book you can specifically go through the lesson number 6. This book is available in our KTHM library as well as in market also. I also suggest you the another textbook for this syllabus. This is the Animal Diversity Part 2. This book published by the Vision Publication and written by Dr. B.R. Kakurte and its colleague. Okay. Previously we just take the quick review of last lecture and then we'll go to the today's session. In last lecture we discussed about the introduction to phylum Arthropoda. In that you know that the phylum Arthropoda is the largest phylum in animal kingdom. There are voracious diversity found in the arthropodal animal. We also discussed about different silent features of phylum Arthropoda. They are bilaterally symmetrical, dorsal-ventral pattern, then their sexes are separated. These are all the different features we had learned in the last lecture. Now today's session we discuss about the classification of phylum Arthropoda. This how they are classified and its example we also go through that. Today we specifically go through the phylum Arthropoda, subphylum Onychophora, and another subphylum is the Chelicerata. These two phylum we are specifically discussing the today's session. Learning objective: the student understand how the phylum classification of phylum Arthropoda, which are the class and subphylum belong to the phylum Arthropoda. As well as we also learn about understand the different type of arthropodal animal. Okay, now we are come across to the classification. You know that it is Arthropoda is the largest phylum in animal kingdom. That means they have the large groups, and this large group of animal is specifically divided into the 3 subphylum. The very first subphylum is the Onychophora. Second subphylum is a Chelicerata, and third subphylum there is a Mandibulara. This depend on these 3 subphylum on the specifically classified on the basis of this mouth part. Those animals have the mandibular type of mouth part, they are divided, and the well-developed mandibular in that organism. In that there is chelicellate. There is catching organ is well developed, and Onychophora, this is a primitive group and of that. Specifically this subphylum Onychophora, they have one of the example is the Peripatus, and this Onychophora is the subphylum. It shows that the connecting link between the phylum Annelida and the Arthropoda. These two phylum are connected together, and this connection will show or observe in the subphylum Onychophora, or we take the example of the example of Peripatus. In the Peripatus, some character observed in the previous class, the previous phylum, and some character are the Arthropoda phylum, and therefore this is the connecting link between the Arthropoda and the Annelida. Then the second phylum, this is the Chelicerata. The Chelicerata is again divided into the 2 subclass. The first one is the Arachnida and the second one is the Merostomata. The Arachnidas, they are in that organism, specifically this Example is the spider or the scorpion. These are the two examples which belong to the phylum, subclass class Arachnida. Then the Merostomata. This is another class of the Chelicerata, belong to the subphylum Chelicerata, and this example is the king crabs. Similarly, the subphylum Mandibulata is divided into the three class. First one is the Crustacea, then Myriapoda, and the Insecta or Hexapoda. The Crustacea, that means crustacean. The meaning of Crustacea, in that organism, the head and thorax are fused and they covered with the carapace, and this example is the crab. Then Myriapoda. The Myriapoda is again the another class. There is Myria means many, Poda means legs. The many legs animal found, pair of legs found in the animal, and this phylum we are this class will specifically we take the one example as a millipede or Julius. The third class, this is the Insecta or Hexapoda. The name is indicate that Hexapoda, that means those animals have the three pairs of legs. That animal belong to the class Insecta or Hexapoda. We take the example as a honeybee. These are this largest phylum Arthropoda is divided into the three subphylum and 5 classes, and we go to each example of class. Then subphylum Onychophora. There is Onychophora. We are just go through the phylum Arthropoda. That means Arthro means we already discussed about the Arthropoda means those animals have the jointed appendages. That animal belong to the phylum Arthropoda. As well as in this animal they are segmented, and the body is metamerically segmented, are seen in this animal body. Then these animals are the diploblastic and consist of the cavity filled with the hemosyl pigment or blood. Then the subphylum Onychophora. Why Onychophora, or what is the character feature of Onychophora? In that animal there is a numerous claw and unjointed legs we can observe, and therefore those animals are put in because there is claw is there but unjointed legs is there, and this is one of the features of the Onychophora. An example is Peripatus. We just go through the Peripatus. The Peripatus, these animals belong to the subphylum Onychophora, and they have the many claws is there. They are nocturnal, carnivorous, and predaceous animal. These animals live or found in the damp places like under stone, rock surfaces, and wooden pieces. Some wooden cracks is there in that area. There is Onychophora. We observe these animals. These are the specific habitat of the animal Peripatus. Then the body of Peripatus is specifically look like the caterpillar or larval-like body we can observe. This animal is soft, bilateral symmetrical, or more or less cylindrical structure. The size of this animal is about the 1.4 to 15 centimeter in length. The range about length varies. Then externally we see the distinct segmentation, and they mark only by the presence of the pair of appendages. In this pair of appendages we can specify the characters of the phylum Onychophora. Then the skin. In that animal, their skin is covered with a cuticle, and body is divided into the distinct mark of head and pair of antennae, as well as jaw and oral papillae are elongated in trunks. As well as it also shows the resemblance, some character like Annelida and some character Arthropoda, and hence this is a connecting link between the two phylum Annelida as well as phylum Arthropoda. We can see the structural representation. This is an animal. We can look at the pictures. There is segmented, there is body segmentation with claw, that is appendages of tongue, head, bears, antennae, pre-antennae, and the mouth is there, and last opening is there. This is anus. This is the worm-like body, segmented, and each pair there bears the legs. This is the character features of the subphylum Onychophora. Then next subphylum is the phylum Chelicerata. The phylum Chelicerata is the very character features. In that animal, again the body is divided into the two parts because the fused segmentation is observed in that Chelicerata animals. These two parts, the first one is the head and other one is the abdomen. That means in that animal body, we look at the two specialized part of the body, is head and the abdomen. The 6 pair of appendages we can observe in the head region. The first pair is the chelicerae. Then the first pair of chelicerae, their appendages is helpful or useful for the feeding. The pair of pedipalps, and this pedipalp is not found in horseshoe crab, but it found in other animal of chelicerae. 4 pair of walking legs, that means, but in the 5 in the horse crab. These are the chelicerate organism. There is specialized the 6 pair of appendages we can observe in the head region of Chelicerata. In that animal there is no mandible and absent of antenna, but in the antenna is not found in that animal. We can look at the structure as a class Merostomata. This is a living fossil, king crabs. As a genus name is Lumus and commonly called as the king crabs. Okay, then class Arachnida. The class Arachnida, mostly the arachnid animal are terrestrial. They are free living, but few animals are also have the aquatic habitat. In that animal is specially absent of the antennae. Body is divided into 2 parts. There is cephalothorax, that means prosoma, and opistosoma. Prosoma is the head region, is covered with the head and thorax, and opistosoma is consist of the abdomen part. The prosoma is bears of the 6 pair of appendages. That means first head region is bears the 6 pair of appendages, pair of chelicerate, pedipalp, and 4 pair of walking legs. The abdomen or opistomata usually there is absent of the, or they are not present any appendage. They are fully absent of the appendage. And most of the arachnid animals, they are the carnivorous in nature because they feed in the animal. They are not feed in the any plant materials. Arachnids, they hold the prey with help of the chelicera, and they also act as a function to pour the enzyme to reach the salivary juice over the victim, and they paralyze it and easy to grab the prey. In that animal, their digestion is mostly external. They inject the enzyme and they firstly digest it and then feed the digestive part. The arachnidans, the respiration take place by either trachea or book lung or book gills. These are the respiratory organism is found. Then the excretion is carried out by the Malpighian tubules or Coxsackie gland, or sometimes some arachnid animal there is Malpighian tubules as well as Coxsackie gland, both present in the single body. The arachnidans, they animals, the dioecious, that means sexes are separated. Sexually dimorphism is not seen, they are not observed very well, but development is mostly direct found in the environment. Direct development is observed in the arachnidans animal. We can look at the pictures. There is arachnid, there is body is divided into the 2 parts. One is the cephalothorax region and the abdomen. That means the cephalothorax and the opisthothoma. This prosoma and the opisthoma, these two parts of the body, we can look at the first head region part, this is prosoma, and the last abdomen part is the opisthothoma. We also say that this cephalothorax bears the 6 pair of appendages. There is first pair of antennae, then the 5 pair of legs, the chelicera, the first pair of chelicera and the 5 pair of legs. Example look like the spider. The spider, here this part is the prosoma and this part is the opisthothoma. There is present of the chelicera, then there is 5 pair of legs. Then the second example, like scorpion, the phylum Arthropoda. You know that why the phylum Arthropoda? Because they represent of the jointed appendages, metamerically segmented body, diploblastic with hemocele. Subphylum Chelicerata, because first pair of head appendages, mostly modified as a pincer or chelicera. Then the class Arachnida, body is divided into the two parts, prosoma and opisthothoma, which consists of the chelicera. The pedipalp from the mouth part. This is just character features of the phylum Chelicerata and Arachnida. About in the natures, 1,500 species of scorpion is distributed in the all over the world. The largest arachnids we can observe in the scorpion. The scorpion is grow up to the 18 centimeter length. That means too much larger of scorpion or arachnid is found in as a scorpion. The prominent front, the claw, and the modified pedipalp observed in the scorpion body. They also present of the sting tail. They are also the inject the venom through the sting in the victim body. Scorpion has consists of the some appendages, like there is the quite short cephalothorax part, which bears the 4 pair of walking legs, and a long segmented abdomen body, which divided into the two parts. A thick part of pre-abdomen, that means they consist of the 7 segment, and post part, there is thin post abdomen. This is a 5 segmented. It carry the last segment carry the sting apparatus. The scorpion, basically you know that the scorpion is a terrestrial, nocturnal, and they are carnivorous. Terrestrial, that means they are living in the on the earth surface. Nocturnal, they are active in night time, and carnivorous, that means they feed on the animal body. They live hidden into the hole and cervix at the time of daytime. In that, the sting apparatus consists of the venom, and this venom is the neurotoxic. You know that these animals are dioecious, their sexes are separated, and viviparous in nature. The scorpion that catch the prey with help of pedipalp, kill with sting, and then stuck the body fluid of the prey. In the scorpion, we can also observe the cannibalism also practice. What it means cannibalism? That means these adult animal also feed on the some larval stages, or they use as food material as the larval stages, and that this phenomena, the food is scarcity, food is not available in the environment. That time they also feed on the self or larval stages, and this phenomena is known as a cannibalism. You can look at the pictures. There is the first segment is a Chelicerata, then this is a prosoma, and this is a opisthothoma. Opisthothoma consists of the 7 segmented first abdomen side and the 5 segmented thin abdomen side. We can look at the pictures as this is a pedipalp, then the Chelicerata is available in here, then cephalothorax region, the very first part as the prosoma, and the largest thin abdomen is the metasoma, and the thin abdomen, this is the thin abdomen, this consists of the last segment is the sting apparatus as a tail cell. Then the very simple, we can just go through this lecture and you get it the answer of this reflex point as how many major classes of the phylum Arthropoda. Then the very simple question to you, is it the scorpion insect? The answer is yes or no, and just justify why yes or why no. Then this is a time for you, we are discuss about very simple character features. Now we can just go to the small assignment as a you can go to the describe the silent features of the subphylum Chelicerata, as well as we also discuss about the Oncophora. These two phylum we go to that, write in detail in the plain paper and upload after completion your assignment, upload on Google Classroom, as well as send me my email ID drramnathandre@kthmcollege.ac.in. Then we just take the quick review of today's session. In that, firstly we go to the very detailed character features classification of phylum Arthropoda. Then we also go to the gender character of Arachnida, class Arachnida belong to the phylum Arthropoda. We also go to the detailed example. Then we also go through the subphylum Onychophora and detailed character features. Then the next session we also discuss about the remaining part of classification and with the detailed example of phylum Mandibulata. Okay, thank you.